listen up. Okay, listen up. Okay, listen up. Okay, listen up. Okay, listen up. Okay.
more surface area you make, the more tender it is. After this is marinated, you could just continue to toss this around. Make sure it's coated really well. With this, you're making a sauce, so it will absorb. You want it to. Okay, don't immediately add your powder, or else it'll just be on top of the meat. You want this vinegar and oil to actually penetrate the grains of the meat, whatever meat it is, chicken, tuna, salmon, goat, alligator, rattlesnake. Alligator is wonderful. Rattlesnake, deer, elk, great white shark. I even had that once. It just tasted like tuna fish. It was, it's like chicken. That's why they call tuna fish chicken of the sea. You can flavor it whatever way you want to. You can make it sweet or savory. You know what I'm saying? You could have a tuna melt, a nice rye with a nice cheese, or you could have tuna fish, tuna salad with crackers and olives and that kind of snack, whatever thing. You could have tuna casserole. A lot of people make fun of tuna casserole. Well, if it's made bad, maybe it's kind of gross, or like tuna helper. Oh my God, ugh. No thank you. Not in my kitchen. So you just let this sit here just 5 minutes. It's about, I would say, 1/3 of a cup of olive oil, like I showed before, and about half a cup of balsamic vinegar. And this is 2 packets of the hot taco and 2 packets of the hot chili and a canister of curry powder. And you just mix it well, and then you just put a generous amount, however much you want. I like a nice flavor, because this, it just isn't hot. It's got ingredients that take the liquid and make it into, that's about maybe 1/3 of a cup of a powder, and that's plenty. And you just mix it in. It's plenty for me anyway. You could have more. You got to remember though, the more powder you add, it will absorb the liquid, and now all of a sudden your mixture is very, very dry. Maybe that's what you want. Okay, but just be careful. Maybe that's not. If you want a really, really juicy mixture, just adjust your oil and vinegar accordingly. That's the basis of the liquid. No matter if I dump a quart of oil and a quart of vinegar in there, if I add enough powder, it's going to be a mess. But you know what I'm saying? You just want to look for every edge covered, because this is a marinade. The oil just makes it more of a liquid. The vinegar is a liquid, but it's also like an acid. I mean, it's breaks things down. The surface has been increased, the surface area. And that one $12 London Broil, this will last one person. It should easily a week. I mean, it lasts me a week. And I have about this much with 2 eggs in a coffee cup in a microwave. Steak and eggs. It's a high protein, half an English muffin. I'm all set. Another helping about that big. That's like maybe, I don't know, 1/3 of a cup, maybe something like that, or whatever. But just, just portion it out. After this is cooked, this is plenty. What was that guideline you heard years ago about the size of a deck of playing cards? How much do you need to eat? I mean, believe me, I know. I've lost 168 pounds now. Almost 169 pounds. And this is, versatile. I mean, you can make all kinds of things with it. Put it in eggs. You can even grind this up to make patties, maybe. Add a packet of non-sugar sweetener. Add a packet of that to your portion that you're making. General Tso's chicken right there, bang. Sweet and hot. You want to add some, I don't know how many of my viewers would enjoy this. Okay, this is if you better keep your ass on the porch if you ain't gonna eat this. Okay? Dong Zhou. This is fried chilies in oil, and it's a paste. You could easily ruin a dish with this. You got to be very, very careful of it. Usually, you can take your spoon and just get it wet with the oil that's in there, and then put it into a big bowl of your chili or whatever, or like a teaspoon will make a whole gallon of let's say miso soup or mushroom soup, hot and sour soup. This is the way you make hot and sour soup with right here. It's just concentrated fried chilies in oil, product of Vietnam, over in Thailand. My favorite foods. But you don't add this to the whole thing unless that's your intentions, because if you left this on, it would compound and almost become inedible. You got to be careful. So that's why, like, you add this as you go. Yeah. Okay. Bye bye.
Hasta la vista.